You can see the interior of the museum space. First thing we want to do to add an image is to go to File, Import. You're going to find wherever you've put your JPEG file. So I'll go to the desktop and I'll go to Back to the Future. I want to import this robot cleaner, and right now I can move my image around. I'll click where I want to start it and scale it up the wall. Now I want to drag this away from the wall so that I can't see it through the other side, or so it doesn't flash once I export this file. So I'll go to Rectangle. I'm starting at one corner and going all the way to the other corner. Then I'll click. I'll get the Follow Me tool. Click and drag out. As you can see, that pulled the image away from the wall. Now I won't have a problem with it flashing when I want to use it next. One problem I have though is if I walk to the outside, I can see this gaping hole in the side of the building. There are a couple of things you can do. You can just erase that and it will fill back in. Or, and you can see now it's away from the wall still. Or, I can leave that there and redraw over top of it. Draw my line and it disappears. I'll just leave it there for now. So right now, if you walk through this building, you'd see a very large image of this robot cleaner. So you get to play around with the scale of the images inside your museum. They don't have to be this large, but they can be. Next, we'll go for an advanced feature. If I want to create a frame around this to make it look more like it's actually in a museum, I could do that. And first thing I'll do is take that back just a little bit. Right there. Now, I want to start at the top, middle of the image. And remember, you use the line tool. To find the middle, you scroll along the top edge until you see the pencil tip turn blue. That's how you know you're at the center. I'll click and I'll draw straight out, but I'll have to orbit just a little bit first. Okay, I'll try that again. Alright, you see red, and that's going out toward the center of the room, so that's the direction I want to go. Click, drag down, it'll be blue. Now you have to decide how thick you want this frame to be. I'll go right about here, drag back the other way. As you can see, my line is red, and as I touch the image, you get a blue pencil tip. Click, drag back to the top. Now I can modify my frame, and I want it tilted in just a little bit. Right now you're creating the profile shape of the frame. So when I create the entire frame, it'll be slanted inward toward the picture. Now I want to select all my edges and use the Follow Me tool to make this entire thing the frame. So I'm going to double click on what looks like the image, hold the Shift button, get the Follow Me tool, still holding Shift. I'll hover above the frame profile and then click. Sometimes it works out right, sometimes it doesn't. So let's modify this a little bit. I'm going to click on the image, or double click on what looks like the image, hold Shift, unclick it. Let's try that again. Nope. Well, one thing I could do is drag all the way around. Sometimes you just have to modify as you go. Alright, so I've dragged all the way around using the Follow Me tool. I want to get rid of that leftover piece. You may not have a leftover piece depending on how well this worked out for you. I have to redraw the whole piece. Okay, I can delete that part, and this line. And I'll delete that line. Now, if we step back, you can see you have a frame around your image, which makes it look more like it's in a museum. Now, there's another way to create that frame. I'll undo everything I just did. Alright, so I'm back to just my profile for the frame now. And in this case, I want to get rid of that rectangle that's on this side of the building. It'll make it look like the image is just floating in space, but it's a little bit easier to do. So I'll go back here, I'll get behind the image. So I've clicked on the image. Clicked on the image, so it's highlighted in blue. Hold my shift button down, get the follow me tool, still holding shift. Why is this not? Ah, I see. Alright, I need to make sure I've selected all of the edges. And one right there. Okay. Now it should work. Hold shift, follow me, still holding shift, click on it, and it auto creates the frame for you, just from that profile. So now that you have a good looking frame around your image, you can color that in. Let's say I want to use red, which isn't a very good color for a frame, but you can see it better in the image. And when you color your frame, and I would recommend black or some other dark color, make sure you get all of the edges, even the inside. Okay. So that's the tutorial on creating a frame for your image inside your virtual museum. Good luck on your own.
The Parallels Access app launcher makes it easy to find my favorite fully featured applications on my computer. Now everything I need is just a tap away.